Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Zone of the Enders. Alright, so when we left off, we were supposed to go pick up this module.
We have obtained the program. We have obtained the Scouting Mode module. It enables us to fight against more than one enemy at a time. A lock-on related operation has been newly added. Let me bring up a window to explain its operation.
I do not need your tutorials. I guess we could assume Leo is taking these tutorials, and that's why he's so good at operating the Jehuty.
This is the end of the training session. The module we have obtained allows us to select the command menu by pressing the Start button. You can save the current status by choosing Save from the command menu.
Oh, another wave of enemies.
Let us avoid unnecessary battles. There is another local server in this area. Obtain the Flying Mode module from it. Press the Start button to view its location on the wide-range radar map. The green light points to the local server.
Okay, so now when we hit start, we bring up this useful map of the mission area. We can pan it around. It shows our location, the general layout of the area. We can rotate with the right stick. And it even shows the locations of enemy attack groups. They're numbered, and it shows their movement patterns. And we've got two lights here. We've got a rotating green marker here and some kind of blue marker here. I think the blue one is Metatron and the green one is the module we need to get. And we're going to pick up sub-weapons that we can equip, but we don't have any yet. Programs just shows all the different upgrades to Jehuty that we've gotten. And we can go to mission to check our current objective, obtain the flight mode module, and move to another area using area change in the command menu. Remember, you cannot access the local server or get an item box when in battle, and we can change the options. We can only save when we are in flight between areas, I think. Alright, so that's kind of all there is to see here. Very useful menu, though. Okay, and it's even shown on our HUD, the module we need to... Oh! Well, it's not really an unnecessary battle if the enemy tries to ambush us. Get wrecked. Ah, they interrupted my power shot. Okay, now the other group is attacking us too. Ah, he dodged it. So, you wouldn't know it, because they're just regular grunt enemies in this game. But these unmanned drone frames that we're fighting within universe are actually extremely high spec and really powerful. They make absolute mincemeat of the Earth Force robots. The only reason that we're able to tear through them like they're nothing is because we just happen to have hijacked one of the most powerful orbital frames in the entire Zone of the Enders universe. But yeah, those things in universe are actually quite strong. So it is lucky for our survival that we hijacked something even stronger than they are. Hopefully we won't be rudely interrupted again. Huh.
What's going on? I can't get access.
I can see that. It appears the enemy has locked it. We will need to obtain the passcode to unlock it.
Where can we get it?
I assume the enemy who locked it took it with them. We will have to obtain it from them.
Okay, I remember this now. I would explain it, but the game just explained it just fine, so no real need for me to do that. I question whether we really need wind turbines inside a giant space colony, which presumably has better methods of getting power than utilizing the wind patterns of its own artificial environment, but whatever. For that matter, there would probably be a more efficient way to use space than to model the interior of the colony like an ordinary late 20th century city and its suburbs. But hey, it looks damned cool, so let's not be nitpicky about that. Honestly, although it might be sort of terrifying living in this environment, like the fear that a hole will be opened in the hull and the atmosphere will all get sucked out and, you know, you'll die of explosive decompression or something. That aside, doesn't it seem like it would be a really cool environment to live in? It's just so beautiful.
Obtain the flying mode module from it.
Man, Jehuty, or Ada, I mean, Jehuti's computer,
We have obtained the flying mode module.
sure is naggy.
It allows us to move to other areas by choosing area change from the command menu.
Yep, thanks for letting me know. Was there another thing? Yes, there is another thing on the map. The spinning blue cube. Let's go check that out so that we know what that is. We will not fight those guys unless they get in our way, which it looks like they might. Okay, they did.
We have shot down the
Oh,
enemies.
got a cheap shot. Get wrecked. Notice that they are really proactive about using their shields
Battle position.
to block your shots. So you can't just button mash and just run up and attack them like crazy. That won't work. Let's see. There it is. I'm almost positive that's Metatron ore. And all the collecting it does is restore your health. We're not very hurt, so I feel like that would be a waste. So, time to use the new area change function. Okay. I don't even know what to say about that. There's so many middle school jokes that could be made about that.
It is residential block S02. I assume it is being attacked by orbital frames.
Residential block S02? That's where I live.
Oh, well, I suppose that's going to be our destination then. So we fly over there.
We are entering residential block S02.
Father, you are alive, aren't you?
If their objective is just to get Jehuty and also another orbital frame. Oh, cutscene.
Father,
I detect no human activity.
you mean everyone is dead?
That is a possibility, but it is more natural to assume the residents were previously evacuated.
Damn it.
I detect vital activity. I will zoom up on subject.
Salvis!
Do you know this person?
Yes. Salvis! That is you! Isn't it, Salvis? Are you alright, Salvis?
Leo? Is that you, Leo? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You must evacuate to the shelter immediately!
But the children may still be in the church. So,
You're going to the church? That's impossible! It's suicide to even try!
But-
What? Are you crazy? There'll be no one there anyway!
but you can't know for certain unless you go.
Forget about them! You can't do anything if you die too!
Well, I'm not dead yet.
Enemy has our position and range. I have detected a second shot fired directly
Damn!
at us.
Oh, I told you, didn't I?
You're the runner of Bravo? That frame's not a kid's toy. Get out of there now.
I'm not a kid.
There's the proof that you still are a kid.
What?
I thought a woman would be plenty. All right, I'm your target.
Alright, here it's time for our first real boss.
Holy damage increasing due to damage.
So, I don't think this guy's gonna be too tough. I don't remember him being too tough, but my memory is pretty vague since it's been so long. Well, we're pretty much wrecking him so far. He has a gigantic orbital frame. Oh, we took a hit there. Absolutely huge, very strange looking. So is our friend Sylvise. Oh. Okay, it's even weirder looking now. It's so hard to get a word in edgewise on this game. You know, maybe I should just put my shield up. Yeah, it blocks even those huge fireballs. Okay, what's he doing now? I think he's out of range of my weapons. Oh, shield up. Oh, let's see if we can get a big hit off on him. Didn't do anything. Shields up. He sure fires a lot. I could be trying to dodge those, but when you dodge, your own shots are not very accurate, so even if I dodged them instead of just shielding them, I don't think it would be that helpful for me. Nope, doesn't seem to be working. Guess we're just gonna have to take him out the... Yeah, it sure is, Ada. I guess we're just gonna have to take him out this somewhat slower way. We are causing so much collateral damage, it's unbelievable. Yeah, not much to this boss battle then. His pattern is very simple and he just repeats it over and over. And you just put your shields up at the appropriate time and you take no damage. I feel like there must be a faster way to defeat him, but I don't remember what it is. Alright, one more cycle and I think we've got him. So yeah, we've now met Sylvise, Leo's friend slash little anime girlfriend. I like her, she seems really nice. Alright, I think we got him.
Confirmed ETR reaction from the target. Its main generator has ceased to function.
We did it!
I detect vital activity within the target. It appears that occupants are still alive. I am releasing the lock-on cursor. Target will be destroyed.
Destroy it? Why? They can't fight anymore.
Your question does not compute. Why not destroy it?
Why should I kill when there's no reason to?
I compute 17 clear reasons for such action. Most pressing is possibility of the target gaining access to another orbital frame and returning to battle at another time and place.
Shut up! I refuse to destroy it. What's the point of attacking those who have no intention of attacking us?
Do you wish me to state the reason?
Don't bother!
I have to conclude that your reaction is extremely illogical. Illogical actions by persons without sufficient capabilities make it very difficult to fulfill the mission.
You mean I'm not good enough to do this, so I should just shut up and obey orders?
That is the most sensible course.
So you say.
Target approaching limit of our range. 2 seconds remaining.
You may speak like a human, but you're still a heartless computer, aren't you?
That is correct. What is the problem?
Nothing. Forget it.
It's hard to get a word in edgewise on this game. Every time I have comments I want to make, the characters start talking again.
I detect several mass-produced orbital frames behind us. They are in the vicinity of the church.
What? Sylvise!
Oh.
Enemy with a reinforced program. Be careful.
Better go save her little anime girlfriend. Say what you will about Leo being a whiny anime protagonist, but he's man enough to save Sylvise.
Hurry!
Seems like trying to pilot a giant robot with somebody sitting in your lap would be awkward. Maybe Leo's just that good. Oh, do I finally have a chance to make some comments? Okay, so what I was... Alright, well first, let's take a look at the area. Okay, we're right on top of Metatron, I think. I thought I saw an enemy that said passcode. Did I not? I think that's that P there. Which would suggest there's probably another module to get in this area. Maybe it's that. That spiraling red pillar there. Okay, so let's... Oh, and Ada said enemy with reinforced program. I think that's these twos. So enemies have levels. And I think in-game the explanation for the different levels is that they're using a better AI program. Why they wouldn't all just be installed with the best AI program available to BAHRAM, I don't know. It's a game mechanic, roll with it. And I don't think it actually makes the enemies have better AI in the game sense. Maybe they do, I don't know. What it definitely does is it gives them better stats. So like they hit harder, they're harder to destroy, etc. So that's what it means when we fight enemies with different levels. I think M means Metatron, so I think that means there's some Metatron right here, and that this enemy has Metatron if we beat them. So plenty of life ups, life refills here. But what I want is the enemies who have the passcode. So this group right here in the middle. So I'm going to go fight them first of all. Looks like they're right behind us.
Damage to the surroundings increasing.
I'll try to avoid the other enemy groups. Where are the passcode guys? Behind me. Yeah, so what I was trying to say, and I got interrupted by one of the countless cutscenes, is that... Oh, I think this is a new enemy type, Cyclops. They're a short-range type. They will try to get up close and wreck us with their laser arms, their laser swords. If BAHRAM is just trying to get these experimental orbital frames, it seems really gratuitously evil for them to just be attacking these residential areas for literally no benefit to them. So, yeah, that we certainly can question the justice in their actions of rebelling against the Earth government if they're just going to be involving innocent civilians and destroying residential areas. Don't have too much sympathy for their cause when they're engaging in that kind of behavior. Alright, I wanted the Metatron because I had taken some damage.
We have shot down the enemy. We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone.
Okay, and now we've got this pillar. Okay, it was red before because we didn't have the passcode. Now it's turned green because we do. And you saw that it said pass Javelin. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be our first sub-weapon. I don't really remember all the sub-weapons. Oh, that's cool. We can skim along the water. And then notice how we kind of leave sparks on the ground when we skate around on it. Like this cool little attention to detail. And I get interrupted when I'm just trying to show off something like that. Get wrecked, please.
We have shot down the enemy.
Awkward place to fight. Something else I was going to say is the translations in this game feel like they're a little too literally translated sometimes, which results in some wording that sounds kind of awkward in English. So there's that. But aside from that, I don't mind the writing in this game at all. I think most of it's pretty good. And the voice acting is also pretty good, in my opinion, when you allow for the fact that some of this stuff is just a bit awkwardly worded.
We have obtained the program. We have obtained the device driver for the sub-weapon. We can use it when we obtain ammunition for it.
Well, we have to get bullets now.
Obtain ammunition from the enemy or item box. To use the sub-weapon, press the circle button from a distance.
Okay, so we have our first sub-weapon, the Javelin. We have no ammunition for it. It says energy weapon that flies in an arc, has short range. Do any of these enemies... Okay, B probably means bullet. So maybe we get the ammunition from that group. Yes, it says Javelin right there. So let's get some ammo for our new sub-weapon. I don't remember most of the sub-weapons being particularly good or worth using. But we'll collect them all if we can. Hopefully I won't miss any of them. Okay, we have Javelin Ammo. Well, let's fight what looks like the last enemy group just so we can see the Javelin in action.
We will hold battle position.
Okay, so it's basically the same as the thing that the raptors throw at us when we're fighting them at range. It looks like it penetrates the shield, right? He looks like he's taking damage even when he has his shield up. So if it's shield penetrating, it's pretty useful. Looks like it's easy to miss with it if the enemy is moving laterally. Yeah, it's real easy to miss with it. Whoa, look at that Cyclops trying to hit us from behind. Alright, we javelined him right in the chest. Okay, it seems alright. It's not particularly flashy, but that's okay. I think there's nothing left to do here. So, area change time.
Are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere?
No.
So, you didn't find anybody out there?
No. I'm sorry.
For what?
I shouldn't have yelled at you.
Don't worry. I yelled at you too. But one thing that I want you to remember. You have to take care of your own life too.
I understand.
You did manage to escape, didn't you, Father? What is it?
At present, I have no idea.
Look.
They're serious about destroying the colony.
Allow me to interrupt. I have to show you our mission orders. The aim of our current mission is to transfer this orbital frame to Mars, so it can operate there. To accomplish that mission, our prime tasks are first, to rendezvous with the civilian cargo ship the Atlantis, and then, to escape from Antilia in convoy. We're in a state of battle alert, but with your lack of experience, I recommend we avoid battle as much as possible. I have visual confirmation that the colony has lost command of the air. Unfortunately, we need more detailed information about the colony. That will require returning to the area where the factory was. Once we are there, I can transplant the necessary information from the local server. After that, we will break through the enemy's control of the airspace, avoiding battle as much as possible. We are then to head to the other side of the colony and gain access to the spaceport by the transportation elevator. Do you have any questions?
I see something shining in the sky.
It appears to be some kind of energy field, but I cannot define it. That is a summary of our mission so far. Please proceed directly to the factory.
I'll do as you say.
Here are the latest headlines. BAHRAM forces are still attacking Antilia as part of their invasion. Rescue workers have begun attempts to save patients in the destroyed hospital, but a fierce fire is still raging and workers are having difficulty gaining access. All those poor people can do is wait for the release of death. That's all for now.
How awful.
Damn it!
Listen, Leo. Can't you help those people?
How?
Just like you helped me. Can't you do that for them too?
Allow me to interrupt. As I stated earlier, you should not undertake illogical actions that have no bearing on our mission.
But just for a little while.
This orbital frame and all aboard have been ordered to participate in operations on Mars. In order to complete our mission, we should not engage in any other activities.
Oh, I see.
Also, judging from the capabilities of the frame runner, the risk rate for such an illogical action is very high.
Ada, where is that hospital?
Leo.
I will pinpoint its location with a marker, but I must repeat, you should not undertake illogical actions that have no bearing on your mission.
Yes, I know all that. I just asked. I'm scared too.
Okay, I remember this. There's optional SOS missions where you need to defeat all the enemies in the area while trying not to cause massive collateral damage or allow survivors to get killed. These are optional. You don't have to do them. I don't remember if there's a reward for doing them, but I'm going to go ahead and do all of them. I make no guarantees about how well I will do at destroying all the enemies while minimizing collateral damage. If we do poorly, then we'll just accept the result and move on. But I'll go ahead and give them a try. Rescuing people definitely sounds like an action worth our time, despite what Ada says, and it'll make Selvice happy. Not to mention the people whose lives we save. Hey, looks like the Earth forces actually managed to take out one of the... Was that a Cyclops, I think? Wreckage of a Cyclops? Well done to them.
Let me indicate with a marker the buildings which have vital activity. In such buildings, defenseless citizens unable to flee still remain.
There are many people still in the buildings, Leo, so be careful.
I know, but at least I have to exterminate the enemy in this area.
Okay, so I have to kill everything. I'm going to try to lure them far away from buildings and fight them as far away from survivors as possible. Okay, this guy is really... Okay, and I'm going to try to engage in melee whenever possible, so that I don't blow anything up with misaimed ranged attacks. That doesn't mean that the enemy won't blow stuff up with misaimed ranged attacks. Okay, well, we already lost somebody. I'm trying my best, but this can be very hard.
We have shot down the enemy. We have obtained the passcode. We will hold battle position.
I was trying to get close enough to not be doing the ranged attacks, but...
Approaching our location. We have shot down the enemy. Enemy backup forces are in battle position. We have shot down the enemy.
Dang it!
Due to battle.
Okay. Wow, I am not doing... Okay, we lost another civilian. We're doing terrible. Like, really, really bad. I was hoping I wouldn't do this poorly, but whatever. We can but try our best. Okay, lure them up so that their shots fly upward and not toward the ground. Then engage. Okay, we immediately go around them so that they're shooting downward anyway.
We have obtained the Metatron ore. Confirmed all the enemy frames are destroyed. I will report damage to neighboring areas from this battle. There are a few damaged buildings. A few were injured or killed.
I know you did your best, Leo.
Well, we did do our best. It wasn't very good. But hey, we saved some people, and I guess there wasn't that much collateral damage. Alrighty. We get better compliments if we actually manage to do that without anybody getting killed. Now, didn't we get a passcode? Phalanx. For use in Town 2. We're in Town 2. Aha! So there is a... what do you call it? Server or whatever. Module. Donk.
We have obtained the program.
Alright, so we have a new weapon. We have no ammo for it, though. Well, once we get ammo, we can try that out. Rapid firing of energy shots. So that's probably like the weapon the mummy heads have been using against us so far, if I were to guess. Alright, once again, we are almost at half an hour. This feels like a pretty good place to end the episode after... I mean, we didn't do a completely horrible job answering that SOS signal and saving all the people. So, next time we continue with our mission. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I will see you then.